Lee Johnson is the first ever Black Wrestler of the Month.
Hey, stay connected. Follow Pro Wrestling Bits.
Before he completes his death march toward Malakai Black this Friday on Rampage, where he'll be playing the role of Red Velvet from Rampage's first main event, let's celebrate Lee Johnson while we still can, and before he goes back to AEW Dark. This weekend, AEW All Out boasts a snowstorm of a triple main event, whiter than Northside Chicago, but not before a Friday night Rampage showcase from Chicago, headlined by a showdown between Malakai Black and the Great Black Hope. Ahead of the biggest match of his life, it's important to know who Lee Johnson is and why we should care, something AEW largely neglected to do during his last biggest match of his career, which was a surprisingly competitive TNT Championship match against Miro. Despite overachieving in that match, AEW didn't even pretend to treat this character as a potential top star in Lee Johnson. With no video package and little to no promo time, Lee Johnson was a pig to slaughter against Miro, just as he'll be against Malakai Black. Though it is good to see Johnson back in an elusive television spot, he's clearly on the wrong end of a massive push. And while just being in a TV main event, even as cannon fodder, is enough black excellence for some, it's not nearly enough to balance out AEW's aggressively white main event picture. If Johnson is quote-unquote not ready to be a top star just yet, AEW certainly had the platform to get him closer through his feud against Malakai Black. This was a perfect opportunity for AEW to give Lee Johnson a purpose or even a reason as to why people should be invested in him. Who is Lee Johnson? Where is he from? What makes him tick? How could he possibly beat the invincible Malakai Black? Should I even bother? Malakai Black is the coolest heel AEW has, and in this feud, Lee Johnson is essentially player 2. That's okay. I'm here to fix that with a Lee Johnson appreciation thread. Let's see here. A quick search of AEW Unrestricted should lead me to a Lee Johnson interview with his life story and interests outside of wrestling. Nope. No Lee Johnson appearance on Unrestricted. Jesus Christ. Almost 80 episodes. Tony Khan is on this show every month, and you can't get Lee Johnson on there once in his life? Give it time. I guess he's not ready for that spot yet. But even at the tender age of 23, Lee Johnson has stayed ready for a pro wrestling career. It's all he's ever wanted to do. Johnson is a lifelong fan who fell in love with the sport at the age of 2, where he idolized the likes of Batista and The Undertaker. Johnson even joined the wrestling team in high school to build up his fundamentals, which he continues to hone to this day. Lee Johnson was born in Gary, Indiana, same birthplace as Michael Jackson, and he broke into the business around 2017, wrestling and training in Atlanta's World Wrestling Alliance 4, run by AR Fox. Shout out to him. Like many who share his skin tone in AEW, Johnson was a fixture on AEW Dark and AEW Dark Elevation, where he lost his first 31 matches before picking up some steam after being too good not to sign in February of last year. Big Shotty's theme music is One Shot, and he has 2 different versions. Why do they call him Big Shotty, you ask? You tell me! Whenever AEW is ready to tell that story to potentially make more people care about Lee Johnson, I'll be waiting. Give it time. In the meantime, buy his Big Shotty merch at Pro Wrestling Tees. Johnson is lost to the likes of Jungle Boy, MJF, and Scorpio Sky, but after starting 0 for 31, Johnson has won 3 of his last 4 matches, with his 1 loss coming against Miro. Johnson's AEW record in 2021 is an impressive 17-11, and given his talent, youth, and positive political affiliations as a member of Cody's Nightmare family, Johnson has an outside shot to become the first black top star in AEW history. Who knows, maybe in 40 years there will be enough black main eventers to have our own. Just in time for AEW's biggest pay-per-view ever, it's the AEW Spectrum of Whiteness, Collector's Edition. This 18-piece toy set comes with a random assortment of your favorite AEW top stars in all their white glory. The AEW Spectrum of Whiteness is a one-of-a-kind commemorative item featuring a deep roster of top AEW stars who represent the entire spectrum of whiteness, from aggressively white to hee-hi, and measured on a scale from Hulk Hogan to John Cena. It's hard to keep up with all the Caucasians being pushed in AEW right now, and boy do we have the spectrum for you. Where does your favorite AEW top star fall in the spectrum of whiteness? Is he punk rock white like CM Punk, or vegan white like Daniel Bryan? Coming soon. Go all out and collect them all. Melanin not included. Just be happy to be in the main event on Rampage.